Have you ever wondered about the current state of clean energy policies and their impact on job growth? As we stand at the crossroads of an energy revolution, the question of clean energy policies has never been more pertinent. The answer lies not just in the realm of environmental sustainability, but also in the promise of economic development and job creation. The transition to cleaner energy sources is not only about reducing carbon emissions and mitigating climate change. It's also about fostering technological innovation, stimulating economic growth, and creating jobs. The potential of clean energy policies to drive job growth is a central theme in this discourse. But the path to realizing this potential is not without challenges. With the spotlight on President Biden's State of the Union address, we delve into the intricacies of clean energy policies, their triumphs and their trials. This video will explore the journey from President Biden's State of the Union address and the evolution of clean energy policies. It all started with President Biden's State of the Union address. A significant moment in his presidency, Biden took to the stage and laid out a vision for a greener future. His address was not merely a speech, but it was a call to action, a blueprint for his climate policies. One of the key strategies in this blueprint was the ambitious goal to cut carbon emissions by half by the year 2030. A goal that might seem daunting, but one that Biden believes in fervently. The president's vision is not just about reducing emissions, however. It's about tying this environmental effort to a boost in domestic manufacturing growth and union jobs. In his address, Biden emphasized the crucial link between climate policy and job creation. He painted a picture of a future where our commitment to the environment fuels our economy. A future where clean energy isn't just about saving the planet, but also about providing good union jobs for American workers. The president sees an opportunity for domestic manufacturing to grow, propelled by the demand for clean energy technologies. From solar panels to electric vehicles, Biden believes that America can lead the way in producing and using these technologies, and in the process create jobs that can support families and revitalize communities. Biden's vision is of an America that doesn't just consume clean energy, but one that creates it, that innovates, and that leads. A country where being green isn't just good for the environment, but good for the economy too. However, these are not just lofty ideals. They are backed by substantial investments in clean energy. Under Biden's leadership, the government has committed significant resources to support the development and deployment of clean energy technologies. Despite significant investments in clean energy, challenges remain in meeting emission reduction targets. The road ahead is not without its obstacles. So while the President's State of the Union address was indeed a promising start, the journey towards a greener, more prosperous America is only just beginning. The administration's focus on decarbonizing the power sector has faced criticism. This criticism stems from the belief that not enough is being done to curb the production of fossil fuels, a significant contributor to carbon emissions. Despite the government's ambitious plans for a greener future, some argue that the steps taken are more of a tiptoe rather than a leap. The policies implemented aim to reduce carbon emissions by 50% by the year 2030. A lofty goal indeed, but critics point out that the reduction in emissions from the power sector could be offset by the continued production and use of fossil fuels in other parts of the economy. It's like trying to empty a bathtub with a teaspoon while the tap is still running. There's also the matter of local and state regulators. They play a crucial role in the permitting and interconnection processes. The bureaucratic hurdles that renewable energy projects must clear before they can become a reality. The bureaucracy can often slow things down, adding another layer of complexity to the process. It's like running a marathon, but the finish line keeps moving further away. However, it's not all doom and gloom. The renewable energy sectors, particularly solar, have seen significant growth under the current administration. This growth is a testament to the potential of clean energy. It's like a seed. Given the right conditions, it can blossom into something beautiful. On the flip side, there are concerns about tariff policies impacting solar projects. These policies could potentially slow the growth of the sector. It's like trying to fly with a weight tied to your leg. You can still move forward, but it's much harder than it needs to be. The renewable energy sectors like solar have seen growth under Biden, but concerns about tariff policies impacting solar projects remain. The journey towards clean energy is not a straightforward one. It's a winding path with obstacles to overcome and challenges to face, but with every step we take, we move closer to a future where our power doesn't cost the earth. The path to clean energy is not without its obstacles. Indeed, the journey towards a more sustainable future is fraught with challenges. One sector facing significant hurdles is the wind industry, particularly offshore wind projects. These endeavors are grappling with the twin pressures of inflation and supply chain issues. The cost of materials is rising, making these projects more expensive to undertake. Furthermore, disruptions in the supply chain have caused delays, adding further costs and uncertainties. Additionally, the clean energy sector as a whole is confronting issues related to deployment. The process of getting renewable energy projects off the ground is often slowed by complex permitting and interconnection processes. These bureaucratic hurdles can be daunting and time-consuming, and they can also serve as a deterrent to potential investors. Local and state regulators play a critical role in this process. They are the gatekeepers who must approve these projects, and their decisions can either facilitate or hinder the growth of the clean energy sector. Unfortunately, these regulators often face their own challenges, such as lack of resources and political pressure, which can further complicate the approval process. Beyond these specific issues, the clean energy sector is also grappling with broader challenges. For instance, there has been criticism that efforts to decarbonize the power sector are not doing enough to curb fossil fuel production. This indicates a need for a more holistic approach that encompasses not only the promotion of clean energy, but also the reduction of reliance on traditional energy sources. Moreover, concerns about tariff policies impacting solar projects have been raised. These policies can make it more expensive to import solar panels, thus potentially slowing down the growth of this vital sector. Overcoming these challenges is crucial for the continued growth of the clean energy sector. These obstacles are not insurmountable, but they require concerted effort, strategic planning, and a commitment to the long-term viability of clean energy. The future of our planet may very well depend on it. Clean energy policies promise significant job growth, but how is this promise being fulfilled? Let's take a look at the potential job growth from clean energy policies. The shift towards renewable energy resources and away from fossil fuels is expected to unlock a plethora of job opportunities, especially in the manufacturing sector. As the production of wind turbines, solar panels, and electric vehicles ramps up, so does the need for skilled workers to build and maintain these technologies. This not only creates new jobs, but also revitalizes the manufacturing sector, bringing back jobs to communities that have seen industrial decline in recent years. In addition to manufacturing jobs, clean energy policies are also designed to bolster union jobs. Unions play a vital role in protecting workers' rights and ensuring fair wages. By emphasizing union jobs in the clean energy sector, these policies aim to ensure that the transition to a green economy is both equitable and inclusive. But what does the current data show us about job growth in the clean energy sector? Well, it's a mixed bag. On one hand, sectors like solar have seen substantial growth. The solar industry, for instance, has been adding jobs at a rate nearly 20 times faster than the overall economy. On the other hand, other sectors like wind energy have faced challenges due to factors like inflation and supply chain issues, which have impeded job growth. There's also the question of trade policies. The implementation of tariffs on solar projects, for example, could potentially slow down job growth in the solar industry. So, while the current data shows promise, it also underscores the complexities of job growth in the clean energy sector. In conclusion, the promise of job growth from clean energy policies is significant. The potential for new job creation in the manufacturing sector and union jobs is immense. However, the reality is a bit more nuanced. There are hurdles to overcome, from supply chain issues to regulatory challenges. Job growth in clean energy is promising, but it is not without its challenges. What does the future hold for clean energy policies? As we gaze ahead, we can see a world powered by clean energy, a world where job creation and climate action go hand in hand. But this vision isn't just a dream, it's a necessity. The future of clean energy policies will be characterized by strategies that drive the growth of renewable energy and create sustainable jobs. We must consider the potential of future policies. Policies that incentivize renewable energy production, such as tax credits for solar and wind installations, could play a significant role in driving growth. Furthermore, policies that support research and development in clean energy technologies can lead to breakthroughs that make renewable energy more efficient and cost-effective. The future will also need to address the challenges currently faced by the renewable energy sector. This includes finding solutions to tariff policies impacting solar projects, overcoming hurdles in permitting and interconnection processes, and addressing inflation and supply chain issues, particularly in offshore wind projects. Job creation is another crucial aspect of the future of clean energy policies. The growth of the renewable energy sector has the potential to create millions of jobs, from manufacturing solar panels and wind turbines to installing and maintaining these systems. But none of this will be possible without continued investment and support for clean energy. Governmental bodies, businesses, and individuals all have a role to play in this. Investments in renewable energy infrastructure, support for clean energy startups, and consumer demand for renewable energy are all pivotal in shaping the future of clean energy policies. The future of clean energy is not just about reducing carbon emissions and combating climate change. It's also about creating a sustainable economy that provides jobs and prosperity for all. This is a challenge, certainly, but it's also an opportunity to build a cleaner, greener, and more sustainable world. The future of clean energy policies is a story still being written. We've covered a lot of ground, so let's summarize. Our exploration began with President Biden's State of the Union address, where he put forth an ambitious vision for America's energy future. His climate policies were tied to domestic manufacturing growth and union jobs, with a bold aim to cut carbon emissions by half by the year 2030. Despite the grandeur of his plan, it is clear that the path to clean energy is fraught with challenges. We delved into the current state of clean energy policies, seeing the strides made and the hurdles yet to be overcome. The administration's focus on decarbonizing the power sector has been met with criticism for not doing enough to curb fossil fuel production. The growth of renewable energy sectors like solar has been a bright spot, but is shadowed by concerns about tariff policies impacting solar projects. The journey towards a greener future is not without its trials and tribulations. The challenges of clean energy were next on our agenda. We examined the hurdles faced in boosting clean energy deployment, from permitting and interconnection processes to the role of local and state regulators. The wind industry in particular has faced headwinds, especially in offshore wind projects, due to inflation and supply chain issues. These challenges, while significant, are not insurmountable and must be addressed head-on to ensure progress. Our discussion then shifted to the impact of these policies on job growth. The promise of big job gains from clean energy policy is enticing, but the reality may be more complex. The transition to a clean energy economy requires not just investment in technology, but also in human capital. It necessitates a workforce skilled in clean energy technologies and a strong, supportive policy environment. Finally, we look towards the future of clean energy policies. The path forward will be shaped by how we address the challenges we face today. It will require a concerted effort from policymakers, industry leaders, and individuals alike. But with determination and innovation, the potential for a cleaner, more sustainable future is within our grasp. As we continue to navigate the transition to clean energy, it's clear that policies play a crucial role in shaping our sustainable future.